Welcome everyone to another video today. My name is Nicholas or Nick Greer. It doesn't even matter to me, so let's jump into it. Triplicate Girl made her first appearance in Action Comics issue 276 in May of 1961, where she was created by Jerry Siegel and Jim Mooney. Triplicate Girl's real name is Lornu Durgo, and she originates from the planet called Karg, where she and her species have the ability of splitting themselves into three identical separate bodies. She would join the Legion of Superheroes after hearing about its tryouts, where she was successfully selected. This is where she became Triplicate Girl. She wouldn't keep that alias or code name for long, as one of her duplicates died on a mission thanks to Computo, an artificial intelligence created by Brainiac 5 that became evil. This is where she became Duo Damsel. She would have a crush on Superboy, but she didn't think he felt the same way, so she started dating Bouncing Boy instead. Bouncing Boy is a member of the Legion of Superheroes. The two eventually became the first Legion couple to get married. This all takes place in the New Earth continuity. Unfortunately, all of this information was then rebooted into 0 Hour. However, her homeworld and her alien race remained the same. Each of Triplicate Girl's bodies possessed 3 different personalities, unlike the rest of her race. She would be raised by her grandmother after her father went to go get the milk, and her mother's alcoholism. Unfortunately, her grandmother would then pass away, leading to her to be in custody of the government on her planet. The government wasn't pleased with her unique physiology. Placed in a sort of mental institution, she eventually escapes due to feeling like she was tortured. Coming across a wealthy man named R.J. Brand, she was adopted and became his secretary. Triplicate Girl's origin was once again rebooted, where she's the last of her race thanks to a nuclear war that wiped out her entire race, except her, of course. She discovered her abilities when she was about to be eaten by a monstrous creature. Scaring the creature off, she repopulated her planet by continuously duplicating herself until she reached her limit. You may think that this is the last time DC is rebooting the Legion of Superheroes origin story, but of course you're completely wrong. Rebooted for the 4th time, she's instead called Duo Damsel, but she wouldn't keep that code name for long. One of her duplicates time traveled to the 21st century to join Karate Kid. No, not the movie Karate Kid, the comic book character Karate Kid. Because this is her only duplicate, she calls herself Una whenever she went on missions. Eventually, both Karate Kid and Lornu's other half were killed. There's more to the story, but let's just keep it short and simple. Although her other half is dead, she possessed a new ability of splitting into an infinite amount of duplicates. Speaking of duplicates, she became Triplicate Girl, where she and her husband, Bouncing Boy, battle against Superboy Prime in the Legion of Supervillains. In one of her story arcs on New Earth, not sure if this is a continuation of New Earth, one of her duplicates became corrupted and evil after arriving on a planet called Ikros. This is where she fell in love with a hero named Namelore, where she took the name of Lilith. It's revealed her corruption was caused by Namelore's powers. Luckily, it wore off, but luckily her Lilith persona was lurking in one of the duplicates' mind. Fortunately, Lornu sealed this evil persona away from her mind. Not sure if this happened twice, but I'm assuming she got married twice due to the stupid reboots. Once she and Bouncing Boy got married, They became teachers at the Legion Academy, where they helped train other members of the Legion of Superheroes. Years later, she would unfortunately lose her last duplicate while battling the supervillain known as Time Trapper. After this devastating loss, she retired as a superhero and continued as an instructor at the Legion Academy. In the 5-year gap storyline, the Legion Academy became the United Planet Military Academy. This is where the Legion fought Glorith, a supervillain who served the Time Trapper and was DC's attempt in fixing their continuity issues. Glorith would kidnap one of Duplicate Girl's duplicates just to serve her, but luckily this didn't go any further. She also gained the ability of using a force field that's in her belt constructed by Brainiac 5. She also became the head of RJ Brand's business in another reboot, in which I'm not going to talk about in the one afterwards. Now let's move on to her powers and abilities. She can split into 3 separate bodies, trained in Trijitsu, which is basically martial arts on her planet. Flight, thanks to her Legion flight ring, which is also equipped with a communicator, signal device, and a navigational compass.